we're in Paris, and we're going to be driving around the city center to take a look at the buildings.
The title of this little video is Concrete Jungle because, as you can see, Paris is massive and built in concrete, which is quite different from the many cities in North America. They're a little bit newer and have the tall towers with a lot of glass.
Yeah, with the glass towers that we have in places like Toronto, as she was talking about. Even when you go to Latin America or even, somewhere like Japan and China, you have a lot of the newer buildings, skyscrapers.
Yes. So, as my darling mentioned, this is a very old city. And as you can see, a lot of apartment buildings that have the classic Juliet or Julie balconies, and in the style of Haussmann buildings. I've been waiting to say Haussmann.
She's been waiting to say that. And how do you say it again?
Haussmann.
How again?
Haussmann. The style of the architecture in France, very distinct.
Yeah, and she loves the Juliet balcony and the windows, and back home she's always talking about it. And so
I think it's wonderful. You get to save space that you don't. You have more inside living space, but still are able to open your windows and be outside. So it's outside living that you don't necessarily have to have a balcony, like a traditional built-out balcony.
That's true.
Floor-to-ceiling windows. Mm-hmm.
And just almost like a glass tower when you have a wall-to-wall and the modern glass towers. In those days, Juliet balcony was how you did it.
I love the architecture, and we've been seeing some of these. If you look to the left, there is a beautiful mural on the side of the building. We've noticed quite a few of these around the city. Again, adds to the charm and the beauty in an otherwise concrete world.
Yeah, and Paris is really dense, and for a city that's this old to be in this shape, right? It's a wonder.
The old gal is looking beautiful.
Yeah, it is looking beautiful.
She's still looking beautiful.
Yeah, she's still looking beautiful. The bones are there, and whatever the case, the cosmetics can always be taken care of.
So what I've noticed are these triangular buildings, like the Flatiron type buildings at the street corner, and you were saying they did that. You think that they did that because Paris is built in a circle around?
Yeah, so the city, they try to make it in circles. And so when you get to the junction, the way they make that, to make it accessible, every road from wherever they're coming from, you may not see it, but from wherever they're coming from, they have to be able to merge successfully.
See, here's one coming up. I mean, again, it adds to the charm of the city when you have buildings that are not only square, but has this distinct triangular shape.
Yeah.
So we are going to stop yammering and come along for the ride with us.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
La vie est un son, chaque pas est une chance. Dans ce paysage urbain, on trouve notre cadence. Les tambours basses résonnent dans l'air, chaque cœur vibre, prêt pour un nouveau départ. Dans chaque quartier, des sourires éclatent, les mains se touchent, les âmes se lient. Avec nos rythmes, la liberté combat, l'amour triomphe, les voix s'unissent. Oh oui!
So during the day, the traffic has not been horrible. But but Rush Hour, we did have an episode where it was pretty hairy, but maybe that's because it was around Gallery Lafayette, which is very popular.
Yeah.
It hasn't been too
because-
crazy driving around.
Yeah, it hasn't been that crazy.
Marchons dans un niveau la libérée calmie. Voyons nos gévis dans l'ombre du calmie. Il demande à ramonner et la lutte calmie. Voyons nos gévis dans l'ombre du calmie. Debout citoyens formons nos bataillons. Quel courage et que la fagale est pour. Moi les chefs forment ensemble quand même non pas. Marchons ensemble, l'âge d'or est là. Rêve et espoir, nos esprits bâtissent. Les murs résonnent, chaque cœur dit le liberté, égalité. Fraternité ce soir, les tambours résonnent, les basses nous transportent. Les feux de la liberté illuminent nos routes, oh oui. Sous les étoiles on trouve nos refrains. Les rues animées où les âmes s'enchaînent. La reggae nous guide, nos cœurs s'enflamment. Avec des rythmes endiablés, on s'éclate sans drame. Et quand la nuit tombe, la paix nous enveloppe. Chaque note de basse, avec des sourires chaleureux que la nuit commente. Les lumières scintillent, nos cœurs se balancent. La vie est un son, chaque pas est une chance. Dans ce paysage urbain, on trouve notre cadence. Les tambours battent, résonnent dans l'air, chaque cœur vibre, prêt pour un nouveau départ. Dans chaque quartier, des sourires éclatent, les mains se touchent, les âmes se lient. Avec nos rythmes, la liberté combat, l'amour triomphe, les voix s'unissent. Oh oui! Citoyens, informez vos bataillons.
This is the first dog I've seen in Paris.
Yeah, there are no dogs in Paris, within the metro area. I don't see them on the street. Like unlike North America, where every one of us has a dog or a cat.
Yeah, not so many people walking their pets that I've seen.
Debout citoyens, formons nos bataillons. Quel courage et que la fagale est pour.
Oh, is it the same dog or is it a different dog?
They
Two
look alike.
dogs in the space of one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Maybe there's a doggy park close by.
Probably.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Optical Center,
Yeah, I was looking
written
at it
in
too.
English.
In English.
I think in French it would be Centre du Optical. Or I think they reverse there. Any French people out there, don't kill me if I've got this wrong.
Avec des rythmes endiablés, on s'éclate sans drame.